Today, we are running all the numbers on Israel's U.S. popularity problem. Israel is losing support here in the United States, even amongst Republicans. Take a look at this data. Take a look at this data amongst young Republicans. Look at this massive shift that we have had over just the last 4 years, the net favorability of Israel among Republicans under the age of 50.
Hey, everybody. This is Troy over at Uncomfortable Truths. Thanks for checking me out. So Harry Enton over at CNN has found a real problem that we're going to have to address as Americans. And that is that it looks like across the political spectrum, we are seeing a decrease in support of United States citizens for Israel. This even includes young Republicans. I guess young Republicans, they're saying under 50, that aren't supporting Israel the way that they used to and don't actually trust them. And guys, this is going to be a complete catastrophe because think about everything that we get from Israel. Like all of the weapons that they send over to us and all of the money that Israel's sending over to us and making sure that we can afford to have universal health care and we can make sure that we can afford things like daycare for kids that are 3 and 4. Without Israel, how are we going to fund all of this stuff? And this isn't a joke, guys, because Israel has all of these things. And because they're our greatest ally, they want to make sure that we have these things. But you know that I have noticed something. I haven't actually been getting my damn check from Israel because it seems to be the case that we're always sending them weapons. We're always sending them money. We're fighting their wars, but I don't actually see why they're our greatest ally. It's almost like our politicians aren't actually being completely honest about what we're getting from this relationship, because the only thing that I've managed to find out that we're getting from Israel appears to be some really unpleasant characters, such as the guy in Vegas who was recently arrested and had to be sent back to Israel because they wanted to make sure that he didn't have to face punishments for harming children, which is kind of similar to that whole Epstein situation. But that would be completely ridiculous. It would be crazy to think that Israel actually isn't acting in our best interests. And think about it. If we didn't have Israel as our greatest ally, how are we going to know who to go to war with? Because Israel, they tell us who we need to attack. So if Israel isn't here telling us how to attack people and who to attack and when to attack, then how are we going to know? We're going to be stuck with peace. But thankfully, that's never going to happen because Israel is going to make sure that we keep fighting all of their wars and we keep sending our money and our treasure over to support them. And I think it's good. I think it's a great thing. Because think about how many children were going hungry in Gaza. And then all of a sudden you have Israel that comes in and they take care of that problem by getting rid of all of the children. And the thing about that is, guys, no more hungry kids. Israel got rid of them all. And they don't even get a thank you for it, which feels gross. And they're trying to do the same thing in Iran and Lebanon. Israel is literally going around trying to end world hunger. And we're not appreciating that whatsoever. It's like we don't care at all about the things that Israel is doing. Sure, there's going to be a little bit of pain involved, but hard things require hard choices. And Israel is ready to make those hard choices. They're ready to get rid of any of their neighbors if that's what it takes for them to create the Greater Israel Project and make sure that they're going to be happy and well taken care of, despite the fact that, yeah, okay, we might have to use a nuclear bomb on Iran, who has, 90 million people, but the 9 million people in Israel, they feel sad having those Muslims next to them. And I don't want them to feel sad. I can't deal with that. So as an American, my primary issue is to make sure that Israel is taken care of. Because why would we worry about things that are going wrong in America when Israel is facing minor inconveniences? We can't deal with this, guys. We have homeless people. Good. I think we need more homeless people. In fact, maybe we should kick out some more people out of their houses, sell those houses for exorbitant prices, and then give that money to Israel so that they can use their bombs in order to make sure that people in Iran and Lebanon and Gaza and the West Bank, so that they don't have houses. So then we can just rebuild everything. And when we rebuild it, it's going to be beautiful. And Israelis are really going to love it. And while you're homeless on the street without a job, and we've spent all of our money, you don't have health care, you can't take care of your kids, at least you'll sleep knowing that Israel, they're taken care of. But there is one thing that I'd like to keep for the U.S., if it's okay with Israel, because I don't want to put too much on them considering how much they've already given us. I'd really like to keep that cheap gas. Don't get me wrong, Israel. I want to make sure that we continue all of the bombings. I want to make sure we're keep hitting those girls' schools. I want to make sure we're doing those double tap war crimes. Whatever you need, we got you. But it seems crazy that we're like talking about reopening the strait because, guys, before all this, it was already open. And after all this, we're saying victory is reopening it. It's almost like we're losing. And that can't be the case because I know we've got really important people like President Trump and Mark Levin and all of the neocon warmongers that have never been wrong about anything. They're saying that we have to go harder and we have to keep hitting Israel's enemies and we have to keep doing this because we've never tried it before. Kind of like it worked so well with Iraq. We want to do that same thing here with a country that has way more military power. And I don't know, so what? We get into World War III, big deal. We've been in world wars before. It's all been fine. Some people are gone. Some aren't, though. That's the other thing. We don't talk about all the people that survived the world wars, which really is most of the people. So what are we even whining about? But the thing with the gas is it's really expensive to drive in the United States. And we don't really have public transportation that isn't just littered with homeless people peeing in the corner. So we don't really have a choice. Okay, and admittedly, our gas isn't as expensive as it is in Europe, but blah, blah, blah. We're not commies. We need the cheap gas because Israel will do whatever it takes for you, but I am not going to drive some sort of electric car or a Prius into work on my commute for an hour a day. That way I can go to work and fund through my taxes your country. I'm happy to go to work for you. Just don't put me in one of those stupid little cars that make me look like a clown because that is the uncomfortable truth here, guys. We will do anything we can for Israel. We'll keep bombing the schools. We'll keep doing double taps on their first responders. We will talk about leveling an entire civilization. And if we need to, we'll go to World War III. We'll drop nukes. All of that's good. But if you start raising my gas prices and I have to drive a cheaper vehicle, no, that's not going to happen because that is a step too far. And unfortunately, guys, I want to support Israel, but that is the line in the sand. If it raises gas prices the way it's been going, I think we're going to have to do something that's unheard of. And we're going to have to tell Israel that maybe I hate to say it, but maybe it's not okay for you to do these wars of aggression on all of your neighbors and then run around and act like you're somehow the victim. Because guys, it's looking like Israel might not be the victim. But that's what we have today, guys. I guess if you like the uncomfortable truths, go ahead, hit like and subscribe, and go ahead and share them. But that's it for now. I guess I'll talk to you guys later.